loaded up on this Tuesday afternoon and heading up to Huron, Montana, just outside Clark Fork, where we're going to be camping tonight. And then in the morning, we are heading off on the northern section of the Idaho BDR with a group. It's going to be fantastic. We did this similar in middle to southern Idaho last year. Similar group of people, so should be fun. Off we go. So last year we met up with a group on Facebook, and we ended up joining them for a ride out of McCall, Idaho, that went through Yellow Pine, Trinity Lakes, Loman, and Pine. It was a great adventure. It was the first time we had done an overlanding trip like this. Learned a lot, learned what to pack, not what to pack. And so this year the group went on a trip starting in Clark Fork, Idaho. We ended up going through Wallace, Avery, Pierce, and we were trying to make it to Lolo Hot Springs. Unfortunately, we didn't make it to Lolo Hot Springs. It was a little bit of a bummer. I know a bunch of us wanted to get there, but we had some technical difficulties, and the group made the decision to turn around and go back. But we had a great time on this adventure. We'd definitely do it again. I think it's one of those that we will do again. We ended up covering about 500 plus miles, a lot of dust. Well, we made it to Amber Bear Inn. It looks like there's a whole bunch of people over there. Looks like maybe Chris and the Talons over here with a couple of people. We're gonna go see if we can find a spot to put the trailer, go check in, and see what this is all about. Super excited and beautiful drive. Well, good morning. It is Wednesday morning and we are all set. We are packed up. We've got our Razor loaded to the tilt. We're gonna head over there where everybody else is staging. We should have the last of our group should be here in a few minutes, and then we are heading out onto the trail. It's a hot day. Should be a beautiful ride through northern Idaho. All right, any final words, Ian, before we head out?
Let's keep it on four wheels, huh?
All right, rubber down. Remember, rubber down. All right, who's running tail back here? Chris, you're running tail?
Running tail.
All right, Chris is the man. He's the one that's going to make sure everybody gets there safely. Thank you for everything you do, Chris.
Car 2 in pursuit. Car 3 on the road. 4 rolling. Car 5 is rolling.
Car 6 rolling out. Well, we are taking a break. We're on our leg from Clark Fork to Wallace. And man, there are some spectacular views. We've hit 2 or 3 of these where you come across and it's just an amazing mountain view that breaks out. Having a little bit of trouble with one rig, but I think we got that under wraps. So the group is up here taking a quick break, and then we're gonna get back on the road. It is extremely dusty. Crazy how dusty it's been, but we're making do. It's hot too. So here's a quick view of the group. So we'll see you next up. So what do you do when you have a bunch of side-by-sides on a hot day that stops by a river? Well, you go down to the river and you enjoy the river.
It definitely will.
Flat tire. Yeah, this isn't cold at all. Any last words of prayer? So when we stopped here, this was a great little place to stop. It's a swimming hole and rest area that's off of Forest Road 207, where it meets the North Fork of the Coeur d'Alene River on the Coeur d'Alene River Road. It's about 4 miles east of the town of Pritchard on the Coeur d'Alene River. All right, well, we stopped here at the river. You see some footage of that. It was pretty sweet. Now we're all gonna hop back in and get on the road. We still gotta make it to Wallace and try to make it to Avery, but we'll see how far we get. All right, so we made it to historical Wallace. We've got a couple over there, a couple finishing. We're staging up, trying to figure out what we're gonna do. We're either going to get some food here and find some place to camp for the evening, or we're going to try and get to Avery. Had a couple of challenges It's been hot. We stopped at a cool river. That was pretty awesome. Really looks nice to jump in there, but I doubt we'll have time to do that. So let's figure out what we're gonna do here. Probably find some camping and find some food because I think we're all pretty hungry. All right, so a big shout out to Pegasus UTV here in the Wallace area. Bill's having some issues. They came over. They're gonna see if they can get Bill fixed up and maybe getting back on the road. Having some fuel issues, looking to see what options they have. So we're gonna go grab a bite to eat, see if they can get Bill going, and we'll be right back. So we did end up getting out of Wallace. We went over Moon Pass down to Avery. We got in there at dark, and unfortunately we didn't get a lot of video of that. Stay tuned to part 2 coming up, where we leave Avery and we head down to Pierce.